When I first got the job at UC Irvine, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. I think from a team culture and philosophical point of view, I wasn't able to grasp the importance or even have the time to start thinking about it in a broad perspective until my third year. The first years when you're coaching, many of you can relate to this, I was just trying to figure out how to run a practice. I was just trying to figure out how to recruit and get some better players in the gym. I wasn't really thinking about broad philosophical conversations or what the team culture was. And if there was a team culture, it was probably incidental to who I am as a coach and some of the things that I talked about. It wasn't a conscious decision that this is going to be our team culture and here's how we're going to build it. I started to recognize the importance of developing those types of values and that vision and that philosophy for your program after my third year. Most of the time when you guys are coaches, you hope to have increases in performance every year. The first year I was at Irvine, we had this great year. We were ranked #1 for the first time in school history. And then the next year we were a little bit worse. And the third year we were 9-20. That's not exactly the direction you want your coaching record to look like on paper. Every time I'm on watching SportsCenter, and they say, this coach is great. And you look and you see every single year he's gotten better. My coaching record wouldn't have been on ESPN at that point. So at that point, though, I think when we had that real bad year at 9-20, I started to think a lot about who are we? Like, well, how are we going to do this? How are we going to build this and make this great? And I think once I started thinking along those lines, I think we started talking about some conversations that I think had a pretty profound impact. And I think that's when, as a coach, I began to learn a lot about the importance and value of discussing and talking about team culture.